Chapter 1, Al-Fatiha. 1. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. 2. Praise be to the God, the sustainer and evolver, Rabb, of the universes, Alamin. 3. Most gracious, most merciful. 4. Master of the day of law, Deen. 5. Thee do we worship, and thine aid we seek. 6. Guide us to the straight path. 7. The path of those on whom thou hast bestowed thy grace, those whose is not wrath, and who go not astray. Tafsir of the Surah. Introduction. The Surah, chapter, stands outside of the Quran, as the following verse says. And we have bestowed upon thee the 7 oft-repeated, this Surah, and the Grand Quran. Al-Quran 15-87. So, the Surah and the Grand Quran are 2 different articles, revealed by the same God. The Surah is the preface of the Quran. The Surah acquaints its readers with the God of the Quran. It motivates them to worship the God only and rely on Him only. It stirs up the unity of Muslims by using we, as in the prayer. Thee do we worship, and thine aid we seek. The Surah highlights the book as for the people that urge for the guidance. Guide us to the straight path. It is the path that the old prophets admired. A voice of one calling in the desert. Prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight path for Him. Gospel of Mark chapter 1 verses 3-4, Holy Bible. The Surah altogether is a teaching, a motivation, and a prayer. It sets its reader in the desired state of mind to go through the book. Flowchart. Section 1, verse 2-4, the God of the Quran. Section 2, verse 5-7, submission and prayer. Section 1 of chapter 1, verse 2-4, the God of the Quran. Praise be to the God, the sustainer and evolver of the universes. Remarks. The above verse acquaints one with the God of the Quran. According to the verse, the God of the Quran, Allah, is the sustainer and evolver, Rabb, of the universes, Alamin. Therefore, if we can understand how a sustainer and evolver of the universes should be, we will have a better idea about the God. It is discussed under the following headings. The universes, Alamin, the God in form, the God existing everywhere, basic knowledge about the soul, how the God sustains and evolves the universes by extending several of His elementary souls into the space. Practical examples of the extended elementary souls, force fields, Ruz, of God. How the God became God. Conclusion. The discussion will acquaint a reader with the real God of the universes, scientifically. Note. Rabb is translated by Pickthall as Lord, and by Abdullah Yusuf Ali as cherisher and sustainer. The literal meaning of the word is sustainer, cherisher, master, and nourisher. In context of the inert universes, it is translated here as sustainer and evolver. Otherwise, one of the 99 names of Allah is Sustainer, Al-Muqit, and another of His names is Evolver, Al-Bari, in the Quran.